I think Bunker Hill is one of the key schools, not just for everybody, but for immigrants, for people who look like me.
The staff and the faculty here are so engaged in trying to make a difference. As I looked across the room, I saw a group of business leaders, I saw community organizations, nonprofit partners, and it's great that we can all come together to think about the future for this organization.
The name Community College itself implies that we need to get the community involved. So by getting the community involved, I think that's how we become a true community college, by knowing the needs of the community and to serve the community accordingly.
So welcome. This is the planning year for Bunker Hill Community College, and every 6-year interval we come together with our community to do strategic planning. And I think I know most, if not all of you. It's been a really interesting 3.5 years to be here serving as college president. And I'm so happy to see everyone in one room today. So one of the reasons why we plan is that part of what makes an institution strong is that we come together and we do self-reflection. We make our students do it, with e-portfolio and capstone courses, and at the end of each course they do reflection and they do assessment. And this is really our equivalent of that as an institution. And this is planning year, so what we do this year will set the goals for the next 6 years. And what it will do is that it will articulate our values. What you talk about today is what's really anchored in our mission. And it's really important in times like these, where we're not getting sharp and clear and necessarily coherent directions from the national front or the regional front. So coming together today is one way to make sure that what we say we're going to do in our mission and what we say are our values are really embedded in our goals and our budget. And it will guide our work. And more importantly, it will integrate our planning or what our intentions are with budget. And I really do believe that our budget is an expression of our values. So this will be the beginning of that. So what is our process? If I can move to slide 2. There are 2 parts, guys, if you had done your homework. Today, we're not going to create programs and strategies for the math department. That's not our goal today. Our goal today is really to engage in some analysis of what's out in the environment and do some high-level strategic thinking. Later, we're going to do the programming, and then we're going to do the strategy making, and our experts in-house, our faculty and our staff will be doing that work. So today we're going to travel 30,000 feet, so we'll talk a lot because it will be really active. And then when we come back down later, we will pave the road that we're going to travel on over the next 6 years. So I want to give folks a sense of who's here today. We have our thought partners, our CBOs, our K-12 partners, our nonprofits, and we have our leaders of cities and towns, business and industry. I saw State Street, I saw Richard here a while back. And we also have our college content experts, our faculty and staff. We have our administrative support team. I know our vice presidents are here, and our deans are here. And I would like the planning team to stand up. These are the folks who have organized our day for us. So one of the things about being a college president is that no matter how lofty you think you are, your faculty and your staff grounds you. A week ago, I went into a meeting with the planning team with a plan. An hour and a half later, I no longer have a plan. And then this past week, they put it back together and the plan is way stronger than it was before. And I call this Bunker Hilling it. And that's what Bunker Hill does. It takes a process, takes it apart, puts it back together, and it's much better. And I learned so much from this group. So I would really like to thank the planning group. And then I have a group of, well, who I call the family of champions. We have representative from DCAM, our building authority here. We have a representative from our commissioner's office here of higher education. We have our trustees here, and we have foundation board members here. If those folks please stand up. Thank you so much for being here. And I know that we have students in the the audience. I don't know how many, so if they would stand up for us. There we are. Thank you for doing this. We're doing this because and for you, and hopefully we'll do a good job. So the next piece is logistics. This is the dance chart and the dance steps for today. There will be 3 parts to our day, and this is part 1 that I'm up here. And part 2 you probably did already. That was our flipped classroom. So what you experience when you're home doing the video and getting the basic information, that's the classroom flipped. You did the reading assignment, and then your class today, it's all about discussion. So to explain what we're doing with World Cafe and this idea of flipped classroom, which is part 3 of what we're doing today, I'm going to bring up Leah Escalera. Leah is our Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and our in-house expert for World Cafe.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what a World Cafe is and why we chose to use this model for our planning process today. World Cafe is not something Bunker Hill invented. This is a model that has been used in educational settings, community organizing, political spheres, all across the world for many, many years. And it's founded in the idea that engaging people in conversations that matter is really the only way that we can achieve a heightened collective intelligence. So through engaging in difficult questions together that do not have concrete answers, that really rely on diverse multiple perspectives, we can be greater as a community than the sum of our individual parts. So that's what we're trying to do here today. And as Pam mentioned, that's why we've included all of these different sectors of the Bunker Hill community in one gym to work with us. There are some core elements that make a World Cafe successful. The first is to set the context. So that's why we wanted to send you the video ahead of time, so that everybody coming in here today, don't panic, there's no pop quiz, but we'll have had the opportunity to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do here, the students that we serve, and then some of the big challenges that we're grappling with, and some of the things that are going to be really important for us to figure out as we set goals over the next 6 years. The second thing is to explore questions that matter. So the questions that we've chosen today that are going to be guiding our World Cafe. And those are designed to be relevant to the work that everyone in this room does, whether it's on or off this campus. And it's really grounded in the idea that everyone in the room is critical to the success and prosperity of our students, and that our students greatly impact the greater Boston community of which we're all a part. So it's really those compelling questions that are driving our planning process over the next 6 years and driving our goal setting this morning. Next, you have to encourage everybody's contribution. We didn't want this to be the kind of event where our external partners listened politely to what we had to say and then clapped and had some lunch and were on their way. We really wanted this to be the kind of day where you rolled up your sleeves and you really engaged in the hard work with us. So we are going to put you almost immediately on the spot, and we're going to engage you in this activity where you can really give us your honest feedback and help us construct the future of the college. We need to connect diverse populations. So as Pam described, this room is full of people from different places, doing different kinds of work, with different ideas. And today we want to channel the diversity of all of those ideas toward one goal, to really shape the direction of the college moving forward. And we're relying on you to fill in the gaps where we have no internal knowledge. We really need to understand, what does it look like from the outside, the work that we're doing at Bunker Hill? What things should we be thinking of that we've forgotten about, that we're not aware of, that we need to think more deeply about? And we're relying on your perspectives to bring that to the table.
I know that one of the main focus points of the strategic planning exercise is to explore how to strengthen partnerships in the community, and we're very interested in that. Bunker Hill is one of the 5 managing partners of the Connect program.
I mean, the world is changing, education is changing, we've got to be doing this differently, and we can't do this without our partners. So we're extremely excited and extremely committed.
We've got a lot of the same values that Bunker Hill has, and we're looking how we can combine to really increase the presence of Bunker Hill in the Boston area, and how we can take advantage of attracting some great students to State Street.
To have this amount of people, I think over 200 people here, and to have us all run through a set of questions in such an organized, methodic way, I'm very impressed with that. You guys not only did a good job with the process itself, but also putting thought behind the questions. The questions were interconnected and related to each other, which I think will help Bunker Hill Community College in the strategic thinking, looking at the issues and challenges holistically and not in silos.
I think Bunker Hill is such an important part of the community. It's really developing the workforce for the future. It needs to begin that relationship way before this point in people's lives. But if this is where it all catches up, great.
I think today's event was such a paramount aspect to how Bunker Hill is integrating with the communities, especially both here in Charlestown and in Chelsea. Really important to get together with all of the participants, both in terms of the community itself, the business layouts, and the school, to talk about the value, the mission, and what Bunker Hill does for the benefit of our communities. So it's really great, fantastic, well done.